Hailey Robinson. I am the Ag Agent and County Extension Coordinator here in Upson County as well as Lamar County. Today what we're going to do is we're going to teach you how to pull a soil sample. So soil samples can be for anything. It doesn't just have to be for pastures or hay fields and stuff like that. It can be for turf, it can be for gardens, it can really be for anything. Some tools that you'd want to use. First off, we've got our soil probe. You can check these out in most extension offices, for sure, the Upson and Lamar ones. So this is just it's a core soil probe, so it's going to core right into the soil for you. Next, we've got a 5-gallon bucket, and I'll tell you what you're going to use with this. And then we've got a little shovel here, as well as our empty soil sample bag. So to pull a soil sample, if you don't know how to and you forget, the instructions are on the back of the bags. You can come into our extension offices and take one of these. You don't have to pay for them. You pay for them once you bring back the soil. So to do it, you're only going to pull about 4 to 6 inches into the ground using this soil core or soil probe. You don't want to go any further than that because you're wanting to have just the soil that you're going to be utilizing. So you'll take this, you'll go to about 10 different areas in the ground, and then you're going to take all that soil, put it in a 5-gallon bucket, mix it together, and then you're going to put it into this small little soil sample bag. So this bag doesn't take a whole lot of soil. We've got, if you have it open, you've got this little fill line right here. So you'll pull a lot more soil than what you're actually needing to put into this bag, but it's supposed to be a representative sample. So what we're going to do is we're going to go out there, we're going to pull the soil test, and then when we come back, we're going to talk about how to package it, how to fill it out, what tests look like when they come back, and how to interpret those results. Okay, we'll see you in a little bit. Okay, so now that we're back in the office, a lot of people will come to our offices, may not actually have this bag already. That's okay. We tell most people that we need at least a sandwich bag full so that we can get up to this fill line. So you'll see that we went pretty close to exactly where that fill line is at. We didn't use all the soil that we pulled, but we did that representative sample. On the bag, it's most important to fill out all of these fields. So the first one is basic contact information. You've got your name, your phone number. Email is very important. It's the quickest way for us to get those results back to you. As soon as it comes to the office, we send it out to the client that's asking for the soil test results. We need the address of where it's located. Say, for example, you live in Lamar County, but you're running to Upson County to go to Home Depot or something like that. You can always drop off your soil test somewhere else. We just need to know where the test has been collected from. You put in your city, your zip code, all that kind of fun stuff. Crop is very important too, because we want to know, are you pulling for a turf field? Are you pulling for a hay pasture? Are you pulling for a home garden? So we've got a whole list of different ones. If you're not sure what you're pulling for, but you know what you want to grow, you can talk with the office and get it figured out. And then on the bottom, it says sample ID. So for example, if you wanted to pull from your front yard and your backyard with 2 different soil tests, that is for you to know what the results for each one is. Because if you just get 2 different results back and they're not labeled, you won't know if it's for the front or the back. And then we put in this little stamp at the bottom and we send it off, and then you're good to go. Okay, so now that we've pulled our soil, we've put it in the bag, we've sent it off through the office, let's fast forward about a week to a week and a half. We have gotten our results back. So these are not the results from the sample that we pulled in this video. These are actually Hailey's results from the place that I'm moving into. We did this for turf grass. For the crop, we had ours tested for a centipede lawn, and it's for establishment of it because we're going to put out sod. So what you do is once you get the results back, you want to look at all these different factors. It breaks down everything specifically for you. So the biggest thing that you're going to look at and you're going to see on this specific results, most importantly, look at the pH. So our pH is super low. We have a 5.1 and it's not close to where it needs to be. So what we're supposed to do is we're going to add lime. And so when you get down, you'll see what is actually in the soil. And then down at the bottom of the page will be your recommendations. So for example, for my soil, what it's telling me to do is I need to put about 35 pounds per 1,000 square feet of lime out. And then for establishment, I need to put out about 7 pounds of 10-10-10 per 1,000 square acres as well. So what we've done is we've gone out, we've bought lime, we've bought fertilizer, and we're going to go out and spread it based off of what this soil test says, because this is what we need for that specific crop. Now, say we didn't want it for centipede lawn, but we wanted it for a vegetable garden. These results up here would be the same, but the recommendations may change. Let's say blueberries, they want a 5.5. So I wouldn't have to put as much lime out there for blueberries like I would for this centipede lawn. So all soil test results are going to come back differently. They can all be interpreted the same way. If when you get it back, you're confused about it, go back into your office, talk to the county extension agent, the ag agent, and they'll help break it down for you. A biggest thing with this is if you're needing fertilizer and different stuff and you're not sure exactly how many pounds, if you take this result and you give it to one of them, say like B&B Feed and Seed or Aiken's Feed and Seed, Country Oaks, places around here, they'll be able to take this and see exactly what you need and get all the products for you. Okay, so now we've been through the whole process, right? We pulled the samples, we put them in this bag, we sent off our results, got our results back and interpreted them. So now you're probably wondering, when should I pull my samples? It depends. Cliche extension answer, I'm sorry. But most people are gonna, so say you're going to plant something in the spring, then you're gonna wanna back up and get those results in the fall so you can do all of this prep time before you plant your crop. So if you're wanting to do like a spring garden, but you know you're gonna have to add fertilizer and lime and different stuff, if you pull these tests and get your results back in like October, it gives you plenty of time to be able to establish that area to be able to have the optimal stuff to plant, whether it's nutrients, whether it's increasing or decreasing the pH, I mean, it can all change. So if you're interested and have no idea when you're supposed to pull a sample, come by the office, give us a call, and we'll let you know. That we'll look at the starting time, we'll look at the ending time, and let you know when's the best time for you to come in and pull that sample. So if you have any other questions, if I'm not over your county, if I'm not over Upson, or you're not in Upson or Lamar, that's okay. You can call your specific county extension agent, and all of those phone numbers are found on the websites, and they will be more than happy to give you some help.